What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Not So Pro Fantasy Football Talk. We are coming close to the end, and for most of y'all, the trade deadline is up. That's it. Wrap it up. You are with who you're with. It's all about the waiver wires, and we gotta hit it hard. It's playoff time. Are you excited, Reed? Are you in the playoffs picture for every single one of your leagues right now?
I'm in the playoffs for 3 of 5 of my leagues. The other one, I'm just outside, and another one, I'm in the playoff push. And I think I have a chance.
Awesome, man. Hey, it's all about that chance, right? All we need is one. Hey, all we need is one. Let's put the ones up, baby. We just got to get there. We just got to get there. Let's bring the energy today. Come on, guys. Let's put it down in the comment section. Have your questions ready. We answer every single question out there. And as always, if you guys have more questions or you catch us too late on this show, if you're watching this as a rerun, we do have a Discord. The link is in the description down below. Hit that link. It's absolutely free. It's a free app that a lot of our subscribers are on. Right, so you can ask us questions all times of day, all times of night. We'll get to every single one of those, I promise. Or you could just ask a question here on this show. Ask it. Feel free to ask whatever you want. It doesn't have to be fantasy related. We'll help you out no matter what. Ain't that right, Reed?
100%.
All right, dude. Let's get it, dude. I'm feeling good. It's been kind of like a roller coaster of a day for me today, but we're here. We are ready. Let's get it. One of the biggest topics right now about fantasy football is what the HE double hockey sticks do we do with the Cincinnati Bengals players, right? What do we do? What do we do? Joe Burrow's gone. Do we start Jamar Chase? Is he okay? What about T. Higgins? Is he still relevant? Does this mean Joe Mixon is going to go out and show out? No, I don't think so. We're going to dive into it right now. We got Liam in the house. What's up, Liam? He says, ew, Bruins. This is actually not my favorite hockey team. I don't watch a lot of hockey. It's just a sweatshirt that I like to use at the gym just to get the sweat going. I went straight from finishing off with abs straight to here to get with you guys. Today was actually shoulders. It was shoulder day. So it felt good. I just remember I did get my pull-ups in, but we are in time for our show. Always punctual. Ain't that right?
Always punctual at you, Dizzle.
Oh, Reed's still holding grudges from Dizzle from yesterday's live show. If you guys didn't watch that, that was a doozy. You guys should go out and check it out. Liam says, should I start Ridley, Olave, McBride, or Najee in my flex? Half PPR. I am for sure done with Najee Harris. I'm not excited with him whatsoever. The only running back that I'm excited there is I was gonna say Warren Moon. Jalen Warren. That's the guy who I like. He's still getting a little bit less reps than Najee, but he's being way more productive. He is way more explosive, and that's the guy who you want, who should be getting more and more reps. Mike Tomlin was asked, hey, are you okay with Warren only getting 12 rushing or 18? I forgot what it was. And he was like, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that's a ton of baloney there. But I'm going to start Ridley for sure. I think Zay Jones is the key, right? Because before Zay Jones, we saw a little bit of a wave of production when it came to Calvin Ridley. But now that Zay Jones is back, he is spraying out that ball a little bit more. And we clearly see that the favorite there is Calvin Ridley, right? So I think everyone's going to eat there, but Calvin Ridley's going to eat a little bit more. I like a Ridley going forward. What do you say here, Reed?
Yeah, for me, it's a toss-up between Ridley and Olave. Olave does have, I think, a better matchup with the Falcons. The Jaguars are going against the Texans, which do have a good secondary, if I remember off the top of my head. So I'm leaning a little bit more towards Olave, but I think both of them are good options.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think they are both good options here. If we want to look at matchups real quick, if we look
Hmm.
at the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going against the Houston Texans. It's
Yes.
pretty tough. I
Yes.
get that. So let's go ahead and look at the Saints, who they are paired up with the
With the
Atlanta
Falcons.
Falcons, who are still trying to figure themselves out offensively. So, I mean, Olave may not be a bad option for you, but personally, when it comes to wide receivers, I like these tough matchups, especially against the Houston Texans, who are not shy of giving up points, tough defense, but teams score on them. And if it's going to be a close game or if they're going to be trailing, what are the Jaguars going to do? They're going to be passing the ball a ton.
That's
That's
true.
this week. I got Houston, bro. I'm on that bull.
I'm riding the train too. It's gonna be a good game. Can't wait.
I think it is going to be a good game. I mean, you're going against I think was the number one takeaway defense in the league, but we'll see what happens. I mean, CJ Stroud is also known to throw some interceptions. It says up to third in the NSP league, baby, playoff bound. Hey, heck yeah, man! Congratulations to you. It's been a nail biter right now on our NSP Gold League, which is our NSP paid league. I'm on a 4-game win streak. I just took down the number one guy in that league right now. He is not a happy camper right now, but hey, I warned y'all. I'm warned. Said don't let me eat. Don't let me eat. I'm coming. But in the other leagues, I had a horrible week in my other two NSP leagues. But oh man, I'm so excited. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hopefully, if you are enjoying it, hit that like button and let us know if you want to join next year so we can have your name reserved for next year's league. I got a few ideas of how I'm going to go about these leagues. But also, we're also going to be toying with the fact about starting a XFL league, a fantasy league, just for the fun of it, right? Let's get into it. Let's continue football. Sam McCall says, "Hey guys, what's going on? Miss you, man. I'm so glad you're able to join in live with us. I kind of lost my train of thought here. I was going to talk about something, of course, fantasy related.
You were talking about we were talking about Bengals.
The Bengals. Yeah, I wasn't going to go back to that just yet, but
Okay.
I forgot. Let's hit up the Bengals, right? Reed, Joe
Yes.
Burrow is gone.
He's gone. Now he
He's
comes
gone.
back.
He's gone.
Yep.
What do we do? Do we need Jamar Chase? If we could still trade, are we buying low in Jamar Chase right now?
If you can still trade, which there's very few leagues where you can, I wouldn't trade for him. I would put him on the trade block, see if there's any options out there to trade him away. I still think he's a viable option. A lot of better options than probably what you're going to get back, most likely. They're still going to go to him. He's still a good receiver. As long as he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to do something. But his stock has definitely gone down without Joe Burrow.
Tremendously. What do they do? Do they go resurrect Rivers to come out here and play?
I
I
think they're
don't
going
know.
with their. I think they're going with the backup.
I, that's tough, man.
It is tough,
That's
but
tough.
bringing in guys to try to learn the system who hasn't played for a year or so, that's tough. Also,
Fantasy wise, I am ecstatic because I traded Joe Burrow a few weeks ago, and I don't have Jamar Chase in any leagues, and I don't have Joe Mixon, and I told everyone do not trust T. Higgins, and I told everyone never start Tyler Boyd because you don't know when he's gonna pop off, right? So I'm cool. I stayed away. We're good here. Liam says Kyrie has the most points in that league by 70 and is second. What a bum. I think Kyrie's actually mad at us. He hasn't joined in the live stream, but he is super active in our NSP Gold League as far as talking. But he was in last place for the longest time, trying to swindle people, and he gets mad every time something happens as far as trading, people winning, blowouts. I don't know. He's a weird character. I miss him here on the live stream. I will say that live. If Reed doesn't.
no, I miss him.
Leo says it's been 2 days since the Chargers lost, and Staley still has a job. I'm almost at the point of hopping onto the Texans wagon. Hey, bro, I thought you were going to join the Niners faithful. Come on, man. Why not? I mean, Texans ain't bad, but you really got a lot to look forward to there. I mean, still a young franchise. It's exciting. I won't take that away. It's super exciting, and they got some great draft picks coming up, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's cool. Um, Ray put, what's going on, Ray? Appreciate you joining here live. Says, I fleeced Kyrie with Hawkinson and Gibbs. I can't quite remember that trade at this moment, but I believe it. I believe it. Liam, Niners are my fave NFC team, but I've got the Ravens too because Ojabu. Oh, that's correct. Ojabu. We had this talk before. Big fan of his just because he was coming out of a Big Blue, go Michigan, who are going to beat freaking Ohio State this year again for the third year in a row. We'll see. But super excited. Rave says Purdy or Kyler. This is actually a good question, right? Because everyone has that, like, do we invest into Kyler Murray? Is it worth holding on to him for a few weeks? Which now the time is here. And we've seen back-to-back weeks where he's had 18 plus points. I think you got to go Kyler the rest of the season. And this is why. Kyler, not knocking on Brock Purdy. Kyler is a little more athletic with his legs. And they are in a horrible team, maybe forcing Kyler Murray to pass the ball a little bit more, right? You have James Conner on one side. You have a Christian McCaffrey Ferrari on the other side. Which one would you rather hand the ball off to? Or which would you rather, put the game on their back? Before it was James Conner because that's all they had. But now with Kyler Murray's back, taking away those runs away from James Conner, which is horrible. You got to go Kyler Murray here because he's just going to be a ball hog. Right? We've seen him rush for touchdowns. We've seen him throwing the ball, 30 plus times a game because they're so far behind. I think you go Kyler Murray here.
I would agree. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game between the Niners and Seahawks.
Pretty nice. Okay. We're on the same page so far today, Reed. Okay. So I think it might be a good day. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Leo says T-Law or Stroud must win game the next 3 weeks. I think both guys are must start quarterbacks going forward. For me, I love Stroud. He has an opportunity to score 40 points every single game. Last game, he had three interceptions? And he still had 18 points. It is just insane. This kid is amazing. He's awesome. I like him a lot. But he is just like a go, go, go type of guy, right? There's no slowing him down. So he suffers from his own mistakes, but he's still liable in fantasy football. T-Law, I think he has a very good matchup coming up.
He's playing against the Texans.
And that's why, right? It's going to be a shootout. Right? Jaguars have a great defense. Texans have a great offense. I think it's going to be a great matchup. I'm going to love to see it. Me personally, I think you have to go Stroud here, right?
Yes, 100%. You're going Stroud here. Stroud will give you the points. Mistakes with it, maybe. Was mistake-free for the most part before this past game. But Stroud is definitely the guy you want to go with.
Okay. I like it. We're still on the same page here. Schultz or Kincaid? Now, I haven't been paying much attention to Schultz just because everyone's eating on that offense. But let's take a quick look here. For the past 3 weeks, he had 3 targets, 6 targets, 11 targets. I'm going to go with Kincaid here. I like him a little bit more. I do feel like Schultz does more with what he does and with his receptions. But Kincaid in that struggling Bills offense, which a lot of Bills fans are like, oh, they're back. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, let's pump the brakes a bit, right? But I like Kincaid a little bit more because last week, 7 targets. The week before that, 6 targets. The week before that, 11 targets. This guy's getting more than 5 targets every single week. And I like that for a tight end. I like that a lot. So I'm going Kincaid here. I think there's more opportunity with Kincaid. When you go to Schultz, there's opportunity with Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Schultz, Brown. Where's the ball going to? So that's why I like Kincaid here.
I like it.
K9 and Garrett Wilson sold me last week. Got to win out to make playoffs. That's very unfortunate, my man.
K9. AJ Brown sold me out.
Yeah, I saw that. I got a text right away from our friend Benny. But yeah, he was like, dude, I freaking won. I told you.
Just needed 7 points. 7 points.
Hey, man.
AJ Brown, of all people.
Oh, geez, dude. I got to get to this question before it gets a little cold here. Blurpy said, you a Bruins fan? I support the Bruins. I like the Blues more, right? But I've always supported the Bruins. I haven't been the biggest hockey fan out there. But, especially like during COVID time and stuff like that, you got to watch what you got to watch. But I literally just got off the gym. I like to use this as a sweatshirt. But I live in Texas. Not a lot of hockey here, right? I think Reed could attest to that.
Not a lot.
And another question before it gets cold here. I want to say thank you to Jelly of the Month. Love the name. Appreciate you joining us here live. He says he lost Burrow. He streamed Howell versus Dallas, or should he stream Howell versus Dallas, or Minshew or Baker playing each other? I don't think Baker's a bad option. I think Baker looks horrible last week because he went up against the Niners, who had 3 dropped interceptions. So, yes, that's minus the interception that he already had, but he is going up against an easier defense. I kind of like Baker here. It should be a comeback game for him. I don't think Howell's bad either because obviously Dallas is just going to. Oh, you know what? I don't like Howell more than Baker here because I think Michael Parsons last week had how many sacks? Like
I'm not
2,
sure,
3. Like
but
he had a very good game, very tough defense. I think I'm gonna lean towards Baker Mayfield here. Reed, how are you feeling about this pick?
I wanted to stream Howell, but then I was like, oh shoot, it's the Cowboys. And they get the turnovers with our guy that we gave a helmet away for, Bland. Remember, you guys? But I would go Baker here. I think he's the safest option. I would ask you, because I'm in the same situation. I lost Burrow in one of my leagues. I'm going to pick up Dobbs as long as nobody else picks him up. Do you have Dobbs available? If you have Dobbs available, you should definitely be picking him up. He's been over 18 plus 20 for the past 4 or 5 weeks. If Dobbs is available in your league, you should get him.
I like that. Good addition there. Liam says, thanks for the help, guys. Gotta head out. Have another calc test tomorrow. Hey, bro, I got you. 2 times x squared equals pi. That's all you need to know. Just remember that. You can stay here. AJ. I got you, bro.
Don't trust.
Rave says, damn, Liam, you have class tomorrow. I got the rest of the week off. Hey, good for you guys, man. Thanksgiving, enjoy it with family, with friends, whoever you got, your dog, stray cat, homeless man, whatever you got out there. Oh, that's right. I'm in Canada, so Thanksgiving was in October. What? Thanksgiving's in October in Canada? That's crazy.
So you get Halloween and Thanksgiving right next to each other?
Do they have to have Halloween in October, right?
They have to.
Right?
Doesn't make any sense not to.
Oh my gosh, my freaking head hurts.
Such a backwards country.
Also, what's going on with Diggs? Back-to-back dud weeks. Hey, Diggs is Diggs, okay? It's just the Bills that are struggling offensively. I feel like you got something to say here.
No, dude.
Oh, no? Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about Diggs. He is still the number 1 wide receiver. I know it's back-to-back dud weeks. I wouldn't sell him. If you still have an opportunity to sell him, I still won't sell him. Last week, he did have 8 targets, which is very, very good for him, but he was only averaging 3.38 yards per catch, which not really great, right? But he's still getting the targets out there. He's still the wide receiver number 1. Up next, you're going up against Philadelphia. I like that. Like I said, you got to rely on your playmakers. Clearly, he is the biggest playmaker there outside, I'm going to say Kincaid. I might get backlash on that. I'm going to say outside of Kincaid, you have Stephon Diggs. They're going to feed him the ball. Oh, Blurpy's a Bruins fan. In that case, I'm a Bruins fan. Sam says, Blackhawks all the way. Woo! Jeez. Jelly the Most says, Dobbs is gone. I was sniped. Love and Stafford on wire too. I have Jordan Love in my leagues. I was thinking that as well as far as getting Dobbs, which I'm going to steal that away from Reed because I have a higher waiver priority.
Don't you dare, dude!
It's kind of like all the times you've done that.
I turned away a quarterback trade because I was like, oh, I'm going to get Dobbs on the wire.
I guess I got to.
Don't you dare
take it. I guess I got to take it. But Reed, you're a Packers fan. Should he invest into Jordan Love?
So last time we played the Lions this year, we got absolutely destroyed, smacked on offense. We also have 12 players that are starters on our injury reports. 12 players that are starters on our injury reports. The Lions have 1. It's going to be a tough game for the Packers, in my opinion. It's a Thursday game. I think we're going to be a little bit slowish to start off. I would not start Love this week. Stafford, he's playing the Cardinals this week. It could be a good matchup. Would you take Baker against who's the Baker? Against the Colts. Would you take Baker against the Colts or the Rams or Stafford against the Cardinals? That's the question here.
So with me, I like tough matchups in this instance. As long as it's not too tough, like what did he say earlier? Sam Howell, that's a really tough defense for
Yeah.
quarterbacks. I like high scoring games, games that people are going to be forced to throw the ball. We could see opportunity for the Buccaneers to be ahead of the Colts and them just run the ball with Rashad White. But I don't see that happening with Matthew Stafford against Kyler Murray. It is a divisional game. I think it's going to come down to the wire. The Cardinals have been able to stay in games. I would like Stafford here. I would like him a little bit more if we had more clearance on Cooper Kupp to see his health. But I wouldn't mind Stafford. I still wouldn't mind Baker Mayfield. Jordan Love is not a bad option, in my opinion. I have him in my league. He had 20 points last week, and he had 18 points the week before, but they're just trying to make do, right? And they have to stay into games. So I don't know. Sorry, Reed, but I don't see them a game of them not forcing to throw the ball in the fourth quarter.
All right.
Jelly of the Month says crazy flex question PPR with point per first down. Gosh, boy, that's an insane, point system. Bench Jamar Chase with QB downgrade for Kyron versus Arizona, and Hendo cut. Went off last time versus Arizona. Kyron Williams did go off last time against Arizona. And I get it, Darrell Henderson is cut. A lot of people are getting excited, but are we ready to start Kyron Williams immediately after this injury? I guess
I would
that's
do
the
it.
question.
I would do it.
You would?
I would.
You also started Achan.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big
That
bust.
was a real big bust. That was a very big bust.
No knock to you, but you always run that risk, right? Are these guys going to be limited? Are these guys going to be on a snap?
Sometimes they just come off just so hot, AJ.
They do.
They
They do. Absolutely. And Kyron Williams can do that. And it's a divisional game. So I could see Kyron Williams wanting to do that.
I've said it before on our fantasy shows. I have FOMO, fear of missing out. If I don't start him, I have fear that I'm missing out on something.
Okay.
I would do it.
Well, Reed would do it.
Yeah,
Me, I feel like Jamar Chase is still a must start guy no matter what because his name value,
for sure.
the way you drafted him. But
That
if
can
you
get
want to
in
go
trouble.
big or go home, go Kyron Williams. If you want to aim for 10 points, go for Jamar Chase. That's my advice. But if you go and Reed, I mean, he's starting him. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. That's why I told everyone with Achan. I wouldn't blame you, but this is what I think. And that's kind of what happened. Not saying that what I said is right. It's just like it's a possibility for every person coming off of injury. Rafe says, is Jahmyr Gibbs running back one rest of the season? Holding on to him was so worth it. Jahmyr Gibbs is not a running back one rest of the season. I feel like Jahmyr Gibbs is a running back two rest of the season, right? I don't. Well, with the scarcity of running backs this year, I don't knock it to you. I feel like he could possibly be a low end running back one, but in my rest of the season rankings, I have Jahmyr Gibbs as a running back two, a mid-tier running back two. That's just me. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to continue getting a piece of that cake on that offense. It is a super fun offense to watch. What do they call it? They called it the rhythm and bang, right? The rhythm and bang combo with Montgomery and then with Gibbs. It was super fun to watch. They are such a good duo. I wish Gibbs got a little bit more, but yes, Gibbs is a start player rest of the season, to more or less answer your question. What do you think here, Reed?
I would say he's a must start, depending on what else you have in your team. I think he's been going off lately. I'll definitely start Gibbs.
Nice. Sam is asking what defense we trust in this week. So my favorite defense this week, don't knock it till you try it, is probably the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are going against the Cincinnati Bengals, who just lost their quarterback. Don't know what they're going to do with their lives, right? They're just like, what the hell are we going to do? So I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I wouldn't mind starting the Buccaneers. They're not a bad defense. I would love to start the Lions defense here. Cowboys, if that's available, which I highly doubt. And the Miami Dolphins, because they who's their quarterback, right? Miami Dolphins. They just sat down Zach Wilson. He's the third string quarterback now. Those are defenses that I'm very excited about this upcoming season or this upcoming week season.
All right.
You fine with that, Reed, or you got something else?
No, sir. I don't stream defenses. You know this.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
Chandler Constantino. Let me know if I did that right. Traded Fields and Mike Evans for Josh Allen and Scary Terry because I had Burrow and he unfortunately had an injury. Now with our playoffs starting early, Josh Allen bye weeks is the first week of our playoffs. No, Josh Allen's the first week of your playoffs. That is so unfortunate. Hey, but let's not freak out, right? That's why you're here. I'm going to see your next question because I believe this is a follow-up. It says, pick up Bryce, Minshew, Browning, or make this trade Connor and Amari for Purdy and Stevenson. Need a QB for a 1 week rental who could help me win so I don't get eliminated. Oh man, this is tough. We're not trusting Bryce Young now, right? No. I'm not going to trust Bryce Young. I'm not too sure if we could trust Browning. You have time, or you don't because trade deadline's coming up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to risk it looking at Browning. Minshew is going to get you, probably 13 to 15 points if you're okay with that, if your team could carry you. But just really dig deep, see if you can find anyone out there like a Joshua Dobbs, a Jordan Love, I like a Baker Mayfield. I would hate for you to get rid of James Conner and Amari for Purdy and Stevenson. I love Purdy, obviously.
Yes.
Stevenson's height, just because of Ezekiel Elliott. But I would hate for him to do that trade. What's your advice here?
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, maybe the trade makes sense, but I don't like giving up both of those guys at the end of the day. So he says he already has Josh Allen, right?
He has Josh Allen. He traded Justin Fields.
So I just say you write it out with Josh Allen. It's scary. Hopefully things are better now that you have a different they have a different coordinator. I don't know. It is scary.
He says his team right now is quarterback Josh Allen, running back is Pollard, Kyron Williams, ETN, Connor, wide receivers are Keenan Allen, Debo, Terry, Ridley, Amari, tight end, Kittle. Okay, so you're going to be trading James Conner and who else did you say? James Conner
and Amari for Purdy and Stevenson.
Man, dude, I think you could swing that out. I think Connor's going to have upside the back half, not the back half of the season, but as the rhythm starts getting with Kyler Murray. So that's why I say I'd hate to see him go, but you already have a solidified starting lineup there. I like Tony Pollard, Etienne, all of his starters right there. If Kyler Murray comes back like the way he was, that's your flex. And then wide receivers, Keenan Allen must start. And I think you're going to be switching between Scary Terry and Calvin Ridley.
I hate that, though.
I don't like it either. I like Keenan Allen. I love it. I love Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
But Debo, Terry, Ridley, they're all in the same boat, in my opinion.
My problem with his team is I feel like there's too many people that are either boom or bust. Kittle, boomer bust. Josh Allen, boomer bust. Pollard's a little bit of boomer bust. ETN has been a little boomer bust. Debo's boomer bust. Terry Ridley's boomer bust. It's a scary team in my opinion.
I don't mind it though. I don't mind it. It's better than average, I would say. But I wouldn't mind making that trade just because you already have players. You got players. Let's start thinking about playoffs. Let's not think about our bench anymore. Let's think about playoffs now and have at least one guy to fill in just in case of injury. And you have that down with your wide receivers. So you're good. I say you make that trade. Do what you got to do. Get yourself some BCB. Judging the month says last one. Hey, man, keep it coming. It's cool. That's what we're here for. Ahmed IR, grab Jeff Wilson, half PPR, and I have Achan. Mostert, historically not the healthiest guy. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, my gosh. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm super excited. I'm going to be smoking a turkey. If you guys are in our Discord, you guys saw the turkey and ham I smoked. If you guys don't know, we do have a Discord. The link is in the description. A lot of our subscribers are on there. We help with fantasy all the time. I answer questions there. Reed answers questions there. We do it every single time there's a question. But yes, I did go over this. I think week 4 for fantasy football. Mostert has never had a healthy season ever. Now he's in his late 30s. It could happen again, but you know
Late
what?
30s.
Sorry?
Late 30s.
I think he's like 36,
There's
35.
no way Mostert is 36.
I could be wrong here. He's an older back. Now you have me looking at it. He's 31.
He's 31. You're calling him an old man over here.
Well, I'm talking about the running back years. I'm talking about
in running back years, he's 50, but
in running back years, he's a little old. But yeah, historically, he's not the healthiest. Achane is the guy to move forward with. I don't care about Ahmed. He's not going to be relevant. Jeff Wilson Jr. is back. He's going to take those reps. I just don't like this revolving door in running backs. And when I say revolving door, it's a 3-back committee. Everyone's going to eat. I don't know. What do you feel? You're an Achane owner here.
I'm holding on to Achane and hoping he is the guy he was. Yeah.
Well, now you got to start talking here.
Dizzle says, sorry, Dizzle, a little late tonight, but anywho, I'm shocked Darius Leonard got cut. He used to be a dog. Fred Warner-esque. Anywho, can you take me higher to a place where I belong? Jack Harlow, Detroit. That was a loaded comment. Darius Leonard, very surprised. I'm very curious how the waiver turns out to him. If anybody picks up that big contract, they're getting a great player. Fred Warner, yeah, he was that good of a player. And then, is that just like a Jack Harlow lyric, AJ?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Can't name a Jack Harlow song. AJ, what's up with the Bruins hoodie? You a Milan Lukic supporter?
No, I rushed over here. I literally had no time. I just got back from the gym. This is what I use to get a sweat going. So, yeah, I just didn't have time to change or shower.
I love how this is like the biggest comment.
That was, right? I've been asked about my hoodie like 3 times already, 4 times.
Now.
I don't know.
Drawing heads. Reed, does that Packers camo hoodie hit the laundry? Things on you every day. I literally just pulled this from laundry. Like it just came off of laundry. It's a great shirt. Like look how great this looks. Am I wrong?
It's a great shirt, but I mean, I'm glad he noticed that. Like, dang, he's taking notes out here.
Listen, I wear Packer clothes like every single day. This just happens to be my like Monday, Tuesday shirt. You guys see it.
Which we will be going live for Fantasy Talk tomorrow. Bonus video tomorrow. Fantasy Talk around 5:45, 6 o'clock. We'll see.
Dizzle says now that dude's team is average. Pick one full PPR. Hollywood, London, T. Charbonnet.
If I get it, I like Charbonnet here, but if Kenneth Walker is out, I wouldn't mind starting Charbonnet. I don't expect him to have a great game like how he looked whenever he came in, right? They are going to be against the Niners, and you want to compare him to Rachaad White, you can, but Rachaad White got his points. But what's up?
Yeah, I'm just saying Niners. Yeah. It's a tough defense.
Yeah, but Rachaad White got his points in a full PPR league by getting those receptions. Can Charbonnet do that? Absolutely, but will he? I don't know, because now Geno Smith is questionable, and I know he's training to play, but we'll see. I like Charbonnet just because of the workload. I wouldn't mind Hollywood Brown here. I would stay away from London. We have Desmond Ridder coming back to start, and I'm staying away from T. Higgins. So if Kenneth Walker is out for the game, Charbonnet it is. If he's not out for the game, I'm going to Hollywood Brown.
All right.
Oh, don't get us wrong, Jelly. We're not dropping Achane. We're not. That's not what we're doing here. We want to hold on to HM because, like I said, he has that possibility of going out and being who he was, taking over that backfield. Like I said, Raheem Mostert, not the healthiest history. And also, HM is just that much better. He is so fast, right? And obviously, he wasn't ready to come back. He re-aggravated his knee. I don't know how true that is. Maybe they just want to limit him. But we're not dropping him. We need to keep him. Joe Felon says, not a PPR, pick 2, Brees Hall, Warren, Kamara, Singletary, and Herbert. Khalil Herbert, okay. So this is going to be fun. I think we got to go Brees Hall. I think we have to, just because he's Brees Hall. They got nothing else going on for them in that offense. Nothing else whatsoever. He needs to be heavily involved in the passing game as well. So I'm going to go Brees Hall here. And depending on health, if Dameon Pierce is not going to play again, I'm going Singletary here. If Dameon Pierce is going to play and is not going to be limited in snaps, I'm going Alvin Kamara. How do you feel about this, Reed?
I kind of want to go with Warren a little bit.
Really?
He's been having a great few games, and I think now without with Matt Canada gone, I think he could be fully unleashed on that Bengals defense. I think you go Brees Hall, and I'm stuck in between Warren and Kamara.
Wow. All right.
He's been having great games.
I get that. I just don't like that he's still splitting that backfield. I mean, we look at Warren, and this past game, 45% of the snaps. Mm-hmm. Game before that, 51. Game before that, 40. I just don't like that. He's being very productive with what he's getting. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But, he's still averaging under 10 rushing attempts per game. And I don't like that.
He's being productive with every single snap he gets, though.
I said that, yeah. He is. But I like consistency. I like volume. You guys excited for Thanksgiving and the games? Heck yeah. We got 2 good games and then 1 game that was just for the media. So everyone could be like, oh, go Cowboys, America's team.
It's a tradition,
whatever.
AJ.
It's a lame tradition. It's
tradition.
Whatever. Super excited to see the Lions. Always fun to watch them. Cowboys is going to be a blowout, and we're going to hear this is our year while drunk fans full turkey, and then we're going to see a really good game.
So the Cowboys beat another losing team.
Cowboys beat another losing team. Yep, I'm going to have that.
Dizzle says, imagine how good Brees and Wilson would be if Rodgers was healthy and taking every other prop on Wilson next year if Adam doesn't get traded there. There is a chance that Adams doesn't get traded there. I 100% believe he gets traded this offseason. 100%. Yeah. They would be good. Brees and Kamara all day. Joey Felly fell.
He's responding to Joe Felon. Saying that he needs to start Brees Hall and Alvin Kamara. I like those picks as well. Like I said, Singletary these past 2 weeks just doing great, but it's all about Dameon Pierce, his health. Nino Pena says, Boyle being named starter kind of scares me for Brees because the target Zach was giving him. Should I trade him away for Rashad? If you watch this show, right, which Nino, I believe this is your first time here, so thank you for joining us live. Appreciate that. I'm a huge Rachaad White guy. And I was preaching Rachaad White. You can ask Reed. Preaching Rachaad White at the beginning of the season. I was preaching him last year. And everyone this year is like, oh, he's not productive with what he gets. He's not going to be that great. He was being carried by Fournette. That's why he looks so good. And I was like, hey, man, he's the bell cow of that offense. He gets every single snap. And to top it off, in full PPR leagues, that's how he makes his money. That's his money maker. He gets all the targets. He's the leading receiver on that team. And that's why I love Rachaad White, and I don't feel like he's going to be slowing down. I love it. I've been talking about this guy for weeks, so you can look at our old videos, but I wouldn't mind you trading Brees Hall for Rachaad White at this point. And this is not a popular opinion. This is my not so pro opinion. And this is why we stand out from everyone else. I like Rachaad White only if you are in a full PPR league. I like it. I'm not mad if you keeping Brees Hall. I'm not mad at it. But Brees Hall does have more name value than Rachaad White. So add in a throw-in type of guy in that trade. What do you think, Fury?
I see where you're going. I think it's crazy to trade away Brees Hall. I would have to see strength of schedule in order to fully see that. So let me do a quick.
I got you.
You got it already? All right.
Yeah, Brees Hall going up against Miami, Atlanta, Houston, Miami, Washington, Cleveland, New England.
Not bad.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And now we look at Rachaad White, which I like a lot because it doesn't matter what defense you're going up against. He's going to get the targets. He's going against Indianapolis, Carolina, Atlanta, Green Bay, Jacksonville. That's going to be tough. New Orleans and Carolina again for the championship game.
Yeah, Rachaad has a good strength of schedule.
Oh, man. Oh,
I'll do it.
I'm excited about that.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I traded away Rachaad White in one of my leagues to get Austin Eckler, who looks like the dummy now, huh? Hopefully, Austin Eckler has a great playoff schedule. He needs to get the ball, man. I do feel like he will. Amon-Ra St. Brown might be the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL.
The NFL.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But yes, he is so underrated. I don't know why the Sun God himself was even going in some third rounds in fantasy football leagues. And I'm just kept looking around like, what's happening? I have him, believe it or not, I have him in every single one of my leagues. All of them.
All 5?
All 5.
Wow.
Every single one of them.
Did you trade for him in some?
I'm sorry?
Did you trade for him in some?
Nope. Drafted him in all my leagues.
Impressive.
He was overlooked. People wanted to get, Devontae Adams over him, which is fine. People want to get CeeDee Lamb over him, which is fine. People want to, Diggs, of course, is known for it. Garrett Wilson. People wanted Garrett Wilson over him.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember that.
Yep.
All those mock drafts we did, all the drafts that we did in Underdog
we
Fantasy.
thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be the quarterback.
We did. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But there's, like I said, there was a league where I got him in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Of course, I had the first pick of the 3rd round, but hey.
That's good.
I feed off of that, man. That's what we do here. It says, same league, lost Burrow, also lost Mark Andrews. Play backup is Freemuth and offensive coordinator Canada fired today, or likely who did nothing else won or last week. So Pat Freemuth did not have the greatest week. I understand. A lot of people held on to him. Yes, Matt Canada is fired. Do I like Pat Freemuth? I don't like anyone in that offense. I don't. I think it's very icky when it comes to fantasy football. But you did lose Mark Andrews, and Pat Freemuth is not a bad option. Tight ends are just as bad as running backs this year. It's bad. My doorbell just rang.
You gonna go get that?
Yeah, probably. So here, Reed, you got this.
All right. Yeah, Freemuth has not been productive at all for the past 10 weeks. I would not try to start him at all in any of my leagues until I see some type of actual production from Freemuth. Dizzle says, Reed, what's your thoughts on Green Bay? My thoughts on Green Bay, I'm guessing you just want a full overview, so I'll try to be as general as possible. I think we have a great defense. I've been very impressed what our defense has done with Jair being hurt most of the year. And us trading away Russell Douglas. We drafted a couple guys named Valentine and Ballantyne. Yes, very common, very close names to be our corners in the late draft rounds. And they have both just absolutely come alive these past few weeks. And everything else on our secondary has been doing really well, despite our entire secondary being injured. Defense is doing great. I have more than amazed by them, even with our terrible coordinator, Joe Barry, who still should be fired despite the success. Our offense is bad. Jordan Love is kind of coming into his own. We'll see if it continues. Wide receivers, Christian Watson is the biggest dud of my fantasy prediction and my just overall NFL prediction for this year. He has been an absolute dud. Dobbs is looking good. Daytonavian Wicks, our 7th round pick, is looking good. Jaden Reed is looking great. I'm very excited for the future with him. Aaron Jones, most likely this last year, as how he injury prone he has been this year. And AJ Dillon is definitely going to be gone, in my opinion. We're restarting with running backs next year. I think we may be able to squeeze into the playoffs if we're able to win out, but I doubt it. Packers, I feel all right with them. This is where I expected to be at this point of the season. I took him 2.2, pick 14th overall, talking about him on St. Brown. Dizzle says, I nailed my first 5 picks this year. CD, Amon-Ra, Hurts, Brees, and Kamara. That is, you nailed all those. Chargers team has so many big names, but they stink. Also, Derwin James so overrated. He stinks and gets hyped up. Yeah, he's definitely been a little bit hyped up. I've been very disappointed in his production. And yeah, they have a lot of big names, defense and offense, but offense is able to produce, defense cannot at all. My last name is Valentine too. Us Valentines are dirty dogs. I did not know that, Dizzle. Dizzle Valentine. It's a cool
Dizzle
name.
Valentine.
It's definitely not Kevin.
Nino Pena says, appreciate that, guys. Dropped a follow and a like. Hey, thank you so much.
You,
hey,
sir.
Stay tuned to the show. We do a lot of giveaways and we do damn good giveaways. Like, we have no reason to be doing giveaways like how we do. Last month we gave away a Darren Bland, which is a corner who's having an outstanding season so far for the Dallas Cowboys. That helmet was worth $90 at the time. Now I think it's worth $130. I'm not too sure. But we give away stuff like that all the time. So stay tuned. Hit that notification button because we go live 3 times a week, I believe. 3 times a week right now. We do pre-recorded videos, which these past 2 weeks can kind of tough. I just got back from my honeymoon. And we're actually going to be recording for a vlog this weekend. If you guys are longtime followers and listeners, we every now and then do a vlog, and one's coming up. So we're going to work on one this weekend. So hopefully you guys enjoy that.
Yes, sir.
He says, if I don't do that trade, I need 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex between Bijan, Brees, Warren, Kupp, Pittman, and Ridley. Okay, so this is what we're going to do here. If you don't do that trade, we got to start Brees Hall. I think we have to here.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp, I think, is just dependent on his injury designation. If there is no injury designation, you got to go Kupp. If there is, I'm going Pittman and Ridley here.
Mm-hmm. Pittman definitely needs to be the wide receiver reflects.
Yeah.
100%. Dude has been over like 18 the past 5 weeks.
I think Reed might want to go Warren here, if I'm not mistaken here.
I'll go Brees over Warren.
You go Brees over Warren?
Yeah, in that matchup.
Well, I'm talking about the flex.
Ridley, what has he been doing? I have not been paying attention to Ridley. I have him in one of my teams, but
like I said,
wishy-washy.
Ever since Zay Jones came back, they've been feeding Ridley.
He had 2 weeks ago. He had 4 points.
That was 2 weeks ago.
And last week he got 31. That's just one. That's just one game.
I'm sold.
I would go Brees, Pittman, and then Warren. Warren, I know I'm going to get good 12 plus points. I need consistency.
Well, there you go. Kevin says vlog with eyes. Dizzle is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Dizzle is hyped for the vlog. Prob's going to be Reed locking up AJ in some pickup football 100%, while Vince throws dimes and has a Petty twerking in the background.
We got to make that happen now.
No,
we got to make that happen. We have to.
I mean, I'll lock you up.
Not so much about the baddie, right? But maybe we could do like a little edit. Maybe put Shrek in the background. That twerking Shrek. No, it was a Thanos. That twerking Thanos.
Yeah,
we'll put it in the background.
But sure you can both.
I don't know. I'm going to say this live, and
I'll lock you up.
If I offend people, I offend people. I think I'm the most accurate quarterback here out of the 3.
I don't know. Vincent used to be a guy, you know.
I used to be a quarterback.
You know you want that ball. You just run with the ball. We know.
No, remember those days?
Hit.
Oh man, I am going to hit someone, but I mean, I'm just saying I could throw the heck out of the ball. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm a fucking. I'm a. I'm gonna taste
Reset
some.
the counter.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
I'm sorry.
gosh. That's a
This is gonna get
fine.
into that one. I'm gonna take some Hilltide player, dude. Give me the ball. I want to hit someone. I want to hit someone hard, like Reed's tailbone.
Jeez. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Amen, brother.
Jeez. All right. So this is our fantasy show. We did hit the end of the comments here. So our countdown does start now. And if you guys are new here, I do want to say appreciate you guys who are new, because I think we got 2 subscribers off this live video.
Woo.
So appreciate you guys. I know you're one of them, Mr. Pena. So thank you. This is going off here.
AJ used to get hole-in-ones. Now he gets hosel rockets and hits divots farther than the ball.
Oh,
Wow.
Hey, I'm so good. We're going to see a little bit of golf. A little sneak peek. We're going to see a little bit of golf in the vlog. Okay.
Me winning golf. That's
mini golf.
see.
Yes, mini golf.
Me winning in golf.
Okay, what's our record?
I don't know. I remember I beat you.
What? We'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't expect it to come out Saturday. We're going to be recording Saturday, and then I still need time to edit, which that takes a lot of time.
AJ will get it in like 24 hours, right, AJ?
I think I did that last time, which that was horrible.
You're good. It'll come out probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
Maybe.
Depends on AJ's schedule.
Yeah. Whenever you guys want to see it, you just let me know. And if you guys want to see anything specific in the vlog, I think we should put this on a Discord as well. Put it down in the Discord or in this comment section, and we'll try to do our best to compensate whatever you guys want us to do.
For sure. Where has Vince been? Vince is hitting the books, trying to be a good medical student as he's trying to finish up his. Is it like a master's or doctor? I don't know what it is.
I'm not too sure.
He's been in school for a long time. He's just about to finish, and he's got to finish strong in order for him to have a successful life moving forward. So we are giving him the respects and time that he needs to make sure he has a successful future. So Vince is just doing the Thursday Bats videos with us, and he's not really able to enjoy the lives right now. But he will be back as soon as he's finished with school.
Yes. Or we just fired him.
Or we fire him, but...
Yeah. Oh, man. Good.
Med school, good for him. I did grad school, but med school. I don't know what he does, honestly.
Right now, it's called field work. What he's doing, it's his last steps in getting his position or out seeking for a job. Super excited for him. A lot of great things coming in his future.
I'm not reading this one.
Oh, it's crazy what that guy could do, man. I mean, he does it all, right? He's a doctor, he's a plumber, he's a dentist, he's a electrician. He does it all. Man of many talents. One day, I think Reed kind of looks like him, if you ask me. Yeah, Reed has to take off the cap, and he'll look like him.
I don't know. I don't know him like you do, AJ.
Don't even try to do that. But thank you guys so much. Like I said, we do have a Discord. It's super fun. A lot of our subscribers are on there. Appreciate our new subscribers that we got today. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. It helps us out a lot. Hit that thumbs up. Helps us out a ton. And don't forget, we will be going live tomorrow for a bonus fantasy football video since we got games on Thursday night. So catch us live tomorrow around 5:45, 6 o'clock. We're trying our best to get there. But stay tuned, hit that notification bell, or look at our Discord. We'll keep you guys updated there. Just want to make sure we don't have any of the comments here. But it says, have a nice night, guys. Yes, sir. You have a nice night as well. And until next time, keep on grinding.